Good evening, people. Two people in. Charlie, you're not meant to be here, but you're more than welcome to be here. You're not part of the five, obviously, but that's absolutely fine. We'll just wait for some of the other guys to come in. I've got to turn the volume down on the iPad. I've got the iPad here so I can see who's commenting because it doesn't always work in StreamYard. So unless people are logged into StreamYard, so that's why I've got to have the iPad by the side. So if I'm looking to the side, you know why. Can you hear me properly as well? Everything loud and clear? Yes? No? Maybe I'm just talking to myself. Is my microphone on? I think it is. You can't see anything interesting. Can you hear me? Aha, perfect. There we go. So we are in. What I need to do is wait for the other three people who are meant to be here, and then we can carry on. But in the meantime, I know where you are, Nicole, but let everybody else know, and let everybody else know what your businesses are as well, or your business, and then we can get everybody else to comment at the same time when they get in. And I'm really excited for this week ahead. It's going to be an amazing course, and it may just be presentation that you can get little snippets of information from, and it may be something that just kind of gives you so many aha moments. That's what I'm really hoping for. I need to give that kind of level of value so that you can implement what I'm teaching and implement everything that I'm going to show you for your own business as well, because that's what I want before the end of the week is out. So let me just tag, if I can, some of the other guys to make sure that they are coming in. Devon. No, how do I do that then? Let me just go out of that a second. I just love being punctual to everything myself. And I know others have challenges and can't always be on time themselves, but I will. I could do some jokes or something, but I'll just type this out. Okay, so there's another person. I could sing, I could put music on hold, something like that. That's messaging. I am so sorry for the delay. We will get going in a minute if they don't turn up. Who else are we waiting for? You can't see anything still? We'll give it a couple of minutes, and I need to know that everything's fine. I'm always late. Look what you've done to me. Yes, Nicole, I was really impressed that you made it, because I know you've got children issues, but that's absolutely fine. Confidence and self-love coach. I love what you do, Nicole, and now we just need to make sure that we can monetize it for you by the end of this week. You should have the strategies to be able to do that. So, Nicole, who else do we have? Where are they? Robert. Charlie, loud and clear here, Mart. Yes, good. Love it. So this is something I've been thinking of doing for quite some time, and it just takes so long, as you know, with anything that you want to create, the time that you need to put aside from everything else, which is why it's taken me quite a while to pull together. But I'm really hoping that everything's there now, so that come day 5, you will know how to implement this yourself and model it for your own businesses. And then I will get testimonials from you and feedback from you to make sure that that it's going to be a viable course for me to either sell, or I pay for ads or market it wider. So that's the idea anyway. I'm going to share my screen. I've just messaged the other guys now. So if they don't make it, they don't make it. If other people hop on and hop off, that's absolutely fine. The videos are going to be up in the group for probably 48 hours after the course finishes. So if you want to go back and look at things, that's absolutely fine as well. But I'm going to be taking them down, because if it is going to be a paid course in the future, then obviously the videos need to come down out of the group. So let me share the screen. And we should be up. Show me some hearts, show me some love, give me some giggles, laugh out loud, all of those emojis. Give me whatever you've got. Okay, the screen is being shared. I am going to keep these to under an hour, because I know everybody's busy. We've all got our own lives to be getting on with, so I'll definitely keep it under an hour, but it's just going to be so fast paced and chock-a-block. You might have to revisit the videos and rewatch them. But if you don't know about there's a Google Chrome extension, and it is called Video Speed Controller. So if you don't have that, I would advise that you get that, because you can then watch me. I'll be speaking fast enough as it is, but you can watch me on 1.5 speed. So I would definitely get that if I was you. I'm going into presenter mode now, so that should come up anytime soon. And one of the days I will be sharing all of the tools and resources that I use as well. There's a lot of free ones and maybe some paid ones as well. I can't remember now what day it is and which tools I've got in the list, but there's going to be some incredible free tools in there that you can use, like that video speed controller, so that you can watch stuff at 1.5 speed to get through it a lot quicker. So the content creation challenge, what is this? Well, I've thought about it, like I've just said, for a long time, and courses are the way forwards. And if you've got a skill and something that you can teach, I've coached and taught over the years in my daytime job and in my IT consultancy now, but I wanted to bring that into the online space. So I just thought, how can I get people engaged and get them to create something for themselves in under 1 week? So that was the idea behind it. And I don't know how much time we'll have to go through questions on the live, but if you have any, in Unit 8 on the in the Facebook group, there's a post there where you can post any questions that you've got, any information that you want further details on, or whatever, anything that just needs clarification. Put it all in there so it's in one place, in case I'm not seeing it on the iPad here in front of me. So it's going to be quick, like I've said. It's going to be a mix of PowerPoint. I don't know if you've heard the phrase death by PowerPoint, but there are a lot of PowerPoint slides. There's a lot for me to get through. It's not going to be death by PowerPoint. I'm hoping it's going to be interactive. We're going to go to websites. We're going to go to my Facebook. We're going to go all over the place and into ClickFunnels, so I can see you show you the membership site that I've got already. And we're just going to be diving around in lots of places. So day 1, Monday the 15th. Thank you for being here, and today is all about introductions. Let's get to know each other, and I've got the pre-course questions that you gave me the answers to, which is great. I gave you those so I could learn a bit more about you ahead of the course, so I could tailor it specifically for your particular business as well. So benefits from this free course as well. What is it that you can utilize for your own businesses? And then dream customers, dream clients. So big dominoes for the day, or for the evening, or for the hour. What's it going to give you? What exactly will you learn from this course? We're going to go through the program for the week. I'll go through this today, and then each day will be the same format. We're going to go through exactly what the agenda is each day. Why me? So you probably follow lots of big gurus out there. So why me? I'm new to this online space and I don't have as much experience and knowledge as a lot of those people, but there are reasons to be able to, in a position that I can impart a lot of knowledge that I've got to you during this 5-day challenge. The things I need from you. Now, I did say before you signed up for this that it isn't going to be a sales pitch. It's basically, I just need testimonials. I want stuff that I can utilize when I'm putting it out there for everybody else, whether I'm marketing it for a sales pitch or for a course. I need your testimonials and I need your feedback to make sure this course is absolutely spot on so that I can use it for a bigger audience. And that was the idea behind getting 5 people to beta test this week. Competition entry. This is going to be phenomenal, and some lucky person or people are going to win a prize. So I'll go through those details. We'll go through the plan for today and what exactly we want to achieve for this first day of the challenge. And yes, like every good tutor, you're going to get homework. It won't take long, but it is essential that you do this to be entered into the competition each day. So make sure that you're doing the homework within 24 hours before the next day of the challenge. So there is going to be homework and you've got to complete that. So any questions now to date? Is there anything going on in your minds? Any questions that you might fire, put them in the comments and I'll answer them while we're going through. So the first thing is, what are you going to get from this course? What's it going to give you? So I don't know about you, but I've attended lots of courses, lots of webinars, lots of lives, all of that kind of thing. And actually, a couple of years ago, I paid for myself, well, through my IT consultancy company for a 4-day course, 4.5 days, I think it was, but the Friday was just really the mop-up and the exam. And it cost me £3,000. And that was a business change course called ProSci, and the principles in that are really good. I do large IT transformation programs, and so I paid £3,000 for this 4.5-day course. So I've done a lot of online learning, and I've done a lot of learning in classrooms, and I've done some intellectual and academic as well. So I know what it's like to be stuck in these kind of things. How many of you guys have spent out? Have any of you spent out thousands of dollars or pounds on courses that have served you or haven't served you? Let me know in the comments if you've paid out for stuff that actually hasn't worked or isn't working to date. And yeah, just working out where you're coming from with your, let me just check, I'm checking messages. Sorry if I'm a bit distracted. Hi, Ben, welcome to the challenge. Join in if you like. And I've just messaged these guys that are meant to be coming and they haven't responded yet. But anyway, yes, so how many of you have spent out thousands on courses and you have not gained the benefit from it? So the first thing I want to say is that this is not going to cost you a penny, but I'm hoping that it's going to be absolutely incredible value. And Charlie, yes, I know you've just said yes there, and I know particularly one person that you've spent a lot of money with, but I would hope that you've learned a lot of good things from that person as well. And one of the affiliate programs I signed up for was called the Super Affiliate Network. Absolutely phenomenal, really good. And I started to affiliate that product as well. So it didn't work for me. I think I made a $200-300 day, which was great. But for me, it was too basic. It was too beginner. So I've moved on to different offers now and creating my own courses just like this one. And I've seen a lot of people in all of these places that are earning 100,000, 200,000 in a very short space of time. And I just think, why can't that be me? What are they doing that's different from what I'm doing? Wow, 5K plus. I'm hoping that you've gained all of that back at least, Charlie. Love that. But yes, I do hope that you've made that money back with the properties that you've had before. Some other people, and actually I can't mention the names because they're very close to me, and yes, they're in the group, but they have made hundreds of thousands of dollars with Facebook and organic traffic. So I'm surrounded by a lot of very successful people online, and now I just need to make sure that I can implement that myself, and the strategies that I'm putting to you in this week's course are going to teach exactly what the principles are to be able to scale what you've got using the platform of choice. It's evergreen. It's not just bound to Facebook. It could be potentially any platform that you want to use out there as well. So yeah, that's the idea. And all of this talking about money, that seems to be the driver for a lot of people. But for me, because I do consultancy as the day job, I've always liked the idea of teaching and coaching. At school, I wanted to be a teacher, would you believe? And I'm glad I didn't, because I can teach now in different formats and not have the poor pay that teachers have got anyway. But what was that? Okay, just looking at the comments. Right, okay, so recently I actually watched someone go over making a course, making that the free content, and they have made 6 figures from that free course as well. And so the parts of that I've modeled, and which is what I'm going to impart to you guys tonight. And I'm getting dry already. I don't know how I'm going to cope for an hour, but we'll see. So I don't know who you guys follow, but I've learned a lot of principles from the likes of Frank Kern, Brendan Burchard, and Russell Brunson. And it's funny because 9 years ago, I met Russell Brunson in a really small venue in Peterborough in the UK. And he was on stage, and I just thought, he's really got loads of energy. Yes, he talks fast, but he's got loads of energy. And I just remember the pitch and the kind of the sales pitch that he put to the audience. And I think he had some success, quite a lot of success with what he was pitching. I have no idea what he was pitching at the time, but it was just interesting, the fact that I wasn't in a position to take internet marketing and online marketing anywhere at that time, because I was just changing job from an employee to a contractor freelancer. But it's just interesting because Russell at that time hadn't founded ClickFunnels, but now his corporation and his company is worth more than $160 million. So interesting, isn't it, the way that paths cross and then they go off in different directions. But I'm hoping within the next 9 years that I'm meeting one of you guys and you're in a similar position to Russell, if you want to get to that stage anyway. Okay, so what's in it for you? Not what's in it for me, what's in it for you? Because obviously you are here to learn something. You are going to be given the strategy to make your own free challenge and put the operating procedures in place that I'm going to show you during this week for yourself and for your own business. Like I've just mentioned before, it doesn't matter what the niche, what the market, whatever it is, this will work. You are going to find your perfect customers. Now, everybody wants the dream clients, and there are certain people that you definitely don't want as clients. You've got to work that out, and you're going to do that this week. We're going to work through that today so that you know exactly who your avatar, your perfect customer is. You're going to work out where they're hanging out and how you can entice them in to become friends and build a relationship with you so that they can potentially be customers. You are going to learn how to grab their attention and turn them into a raging fan of whatever it is that you do. Okay, so it's okay just to keep posting on social media, and it's great to have a lot of likes and friends and people. Hey, Nikos, you made it. Well done. Not a problem. And welcome to the course. We're not far in because you can go back and this will be recorded so you can go back and watch, but welcome anyway. And yes, back to the slide. You're going to learn exactly how to grab their attention and turn them into raging fans, because you can have as many followers and friends as you like, but until you convert them into a lead and a customer, then you don't actually have a business, do you? So it's pointless spending all of this time online when there's no end product. I read a book by a guy who's a marketer and business person in the UK called John Lee, and his book's called Business Hacks. And in there he says, you don't have a business if you don't make sales. You can have all the framework in place, but unless you are making money and making sales, it's not a business, is it? It's a hobby. Okay, and then you get them over the line from a fan to becoming a customer as well. And there's going to be a lot of tools and resources so that you can work smarter. I'm going to show you stuff that I've put in place and automations that I've put in place that means I'm not sat in front of the screen all the time. I'm sat in front of the screen a lot because I like to build those personalized relationships. And you're going to learn how to work smarter rather than just doing it all by yourself as well. and the tools are mostly free. There are some paid tools in there as well, and so you're free to take them up if you want to, but the resources are going to be shown to you as well to be able to do all of this yourself. Any questions, just fire them into the questions there, and I will try and answer them. So the program for the week, here we go. I want cue the Mission Impossible music. Your mission, should you choose to accept it. Day one, I've done the introduction and your ideal clients. Day two, your one thing and the customer fit. Because if you're too distracted with more than one thing, then you won't do anything effectively and efficiently. Day number three is creating your own course and the tools to be able to do that. So you can, this week, if you want to, and you've got these tools already, create your own course. We can go through it step by step, hand in hand, if you've got the tools. If you don't, it's not a problem. We can go through it afterwards, after the course finishes. Excuse me. Quick sip of water. This is going to be a long week if I'm talking this much. Okay, so day number four, you, traffic and leads. How do you fit in the picture for whatever it is? And the traffic and leads then are driven towards you. Thanks, Ben. And yes, I'll catch up soon. I know you've got to go off. It's your partner's birthday. Have a great one. And yeah, don't don't go to the pub. It should be locked down anyway. So yes, you, traffic and leads. Day 5 is the offer stack and next steps. I did mention to you right at the start, before when we were talking online in messages and stuff, there is no offer that I want you to buy into. You will be presented my challenge as though I'm presenting it to the audience that I'm going to make the offer to. So that day 5 offer stack that I'm going to present to you guys is going to be things that you can buy and could buy, but I'm not trying to pitch it to you. I just want you to see the whole end game of this challenge and then next steps as well. Okay, so why me? My favorite word, one of my favorite words is integrity. I don't know about you, but for me, everything that I do in business, I want to form long-term relationships and I want to make sure that people are around for many years and they then push people towards me because they know I work with integrity and I work with total trust and honesty, which is the way that every business should work anyway. So I've been in the IT industry for over 30 years. I know I don't look it. I know I don't look my age. Thank you very much for saying that. But I've been around 30 years. So I've been around the block. And so I'm technical, not overly technical. I can't code, but I do know IT. And I know, I know a lot about IT. So I can impart some of that knowledge in the online space and the online business. Some of the projects that I've worked on have been 500 million, and it was a big transformation program that was 500 million over 5 years. And I was in a part of a team, and we created a proposal that went to a massive board to sign off. And I can't say too much about it because of non-disclosure and all the rest of it. But I contributed to that, and the proposal we put forward had to go to some really big names that had to sign it off, and it did get signed off. And you know, if I think we were a team of 5 or 6 people, so if you look at it in that that framework, then potentially I have written a proposal for £100 million, which is, you know, quite a lot of money actually. And in a previous employee role, I managed a portfolio of works, which was £20 million. So what's that, $25 million, something like that? So I've handled a lot of money over the years in my business life and in my employee life. And so that is part of the reason that I think I've got enough knowledge to be able to put that into the likes of this course now. I now own an IT consultancy. So I go into companies and I do consultancy and consultations. So like I've just mentioned, business transformation, if they're going through a large scale IT transformation, I go in there and help them with that. And I help them with bringing people on board. So I mentioned at the start, the course that I did was called ProSci, and in there it talks about how you get everybody on board with the change. So I go in now, and I've worked for large corporations, Atkins, G4S, and others that are multinational corporations, and more recently a company that's a London-based company owned by a French company. And it's brilliant. I love it. And so I don't know if I'll ever give that up, but I'm in IT and I'm amongst it, which is why I know how it works online. I've got a successful property business. I've got a number of properties that I rent out as well. And, I'm not one of these people to brag about money. You see all of these screenshots of people that show $1,000 days, $5,000 days, all of that kind of thing. That's not me. And I can say that I was a six-figure earner before I even started looking online in the online space. So I'm not doing this for the money. I'm doing it to make an impact. And when I work with the integrity that I've got, like I mentioned previously, I want to make a change. I want to make an impact in other people's lives. And I think if I can balance my life up a little bit so that I'm not bound to a desk or I'm not bound to a specific place with the online business, then I've got total freedom. But that's not to say that I am ever going to give up my IT consultancy, because I like it and it pays well. But yes, I've got a number of properties and they pay very well as well. I trade the stock market and it's going ballistic at the moment, and it's not just because of COVID. This was already coming, and currency trading as well. This was already going to happen. I don't know how much you guys know about the stock market and currencies, but they go in cycles, and we were always due this cycle. So we can blame it on COVID, but that's only part of the story. But I've successfully traded the stock market, and I've lost money as well. Obviously, I've lost a lot of money, but I've also gained a lot of money. So over the years, I'm doing okay with that, and I'm still in it. But now, like I said, I'm taking this to the next level, and I want to take all of that knowledge that I've got from all of those businesses and bring it into this online space so I can then teach other people exactly the shortcuts that I wished I knew right at the start. Okay, so that's me. Hopefully you've got an idea of why I think I can teach a little bit about online marketing. What I need from you, come on. I know I said I didn't need a lot from you, but I want your commitment. I need you here every day for 1 hour only, and I need you to do the homework. That is all it is. I need your hearts, your loves, your likes, your laughing faces. Don't cry. I don't want that one. I don't want the angry face either, but I just need all of those and as many comments as possible, but your commitment to the cause of this challenge. I need your engagement. I've just said the hearts, the loves, the likes, and all of the engagement so that we've got lots of comments, and I want lots of questions, and I want feedback as well. And ultimately, all I'm doing this for is a testimonial so that I can then go out and market this free course and get people interested in it with your testimonials and the feedback that you've given me. I can make sure that it is the best course out there for free. And feedback. I've already mentioned that. That is it. So just let me know which bits work, which bits go too quickly, which bits go too slowly, and then I can tweak the course before I run it again. Okay, competition time. There is a first prize, which is, I'm not going to tell you until probably day 3 or day 4, because I want you to stick around. I want you to be excited about it, but it's worth a lot of money. My time and the stuff that I do for my daytime job is worth thousands of pounds, thousands of dollars, and part of the prize is some of my time. So that's the first prize. The second prize is something else a little bit different. I thought about just giving one prize away, but now I've just thought, well, whoever's going to commit to this for the week, I will make sure that they get something in reward for taking part, being committed to the cause. And actually, I did just think, I'll give everybody something just so that I can thank you for being here for the whole week, Monday to Friday, 7 o'clock, just for 1 hour. And a little bit of homework. Forgot to mention that. So, one-to-one coaching or couching, Charlie. I don't know, it might be something totally different. So day 1, what are we going to do? We're going to plan out your free course. You might have thought about this for many months before now. It might be the first time you've ever thought about doing a course for yourself, particularly if you're in e-com or places like that, or if it's a traditional business, you might have thought that you can't actually do it. It doesn't apply for your business. But I'm here to tell you, it doesn't matter whether you're a bricks and mortar business. I've got a kitchen fitter that came to me, and I didn't teach him, but I explained to him about the stuff that he could put in place to teach people stuff. And he went away with the light bulb moment going, oh my God, I didn't even think about that. My plumber, exactly the same. He's a good mate. And I've taught him and told him about the stuff that he can implement as well. So you're going to plan out your own free course. Now, this can be a mix, because if you don't have your own products at the moment, then it doesn't matter. It could be a mix of your own products and services, or it could be affiliate products and services that is other people's, and it could also be both. So for this course, I'm going to be using ClickFunnels. I'm going to show you some Amazon affiliate, and I'm going to show you my own stuff that I sell as well. So you can do both, or you can just go down the own products route or totally affiliate route. It doesn't really matter. And then secondly, we're going to look at your dream customers. Charlie, don't worry about your spelling either, because I'm sure there's going to be a lot of examples in this course where things aren't going to go quite straight, but I'm pleased so far, touch wood, it's all going swimmingly so far. So that's the plan for day one. I better crack on because I don't know what the time is, and we're already 30 minutes in. Look at these example courses, and if you're not sure on what exactly you could put together, think of these things, because I've seen all of these courses that have been put together and people are running with these. What can you teach on cybersecurity? What can insurance agents possibly teach? You know, divorce counseling, technology. I've seen all of these things and people are making money from them. So it doesn't matter, like I keep reiterating, it doesn't matter what your course is, or what your market is, what your product, your business, your service is. I guarantee you before the end of the week, we will have the framework of an outline course for you that you can use as a free course for yourself with paid at the back end. And here we go again. So how can free make money? You might be overwhelmed with things at the moment, but you know, it'll all slot into place, don't worry. And if you've got shiny object syndrome, you need to stop that now and just focus, like I said right at the start, on just one thing. Make sure that you can focus for the next 3 months, I would say, at least on one thing and getting it out there and monetizing it. But we are going to have this done and down before the end of the week. That is my hope for you with your own course. So here on the left there, I've got a social media science course, which is my lead magnet. That is a free course. I actually think it's a bit too snazzy and a bit too big. There are like 10 modules and 3 bonus modules, but that's my lead magnet and that's free. And then what I do is I drive them into my membership area. And a lot of the membership area is free. There's a lot of resources. I don't know how clear that is for you on there, but I'll send you the slide packs if you want them anyway. So don't worry if you can't see too much there. But there's a lot of free bonus areas in there and resource areas in there, which is all the free stuff. Now, on the right-hand side there, you can probably see it says free content, affiliate content, low ticket, mid ticket, and high ticket offers. Do you know what that is called? It's called a value ladder, because as and when you get people on the left-hand side of the value ladder with your free stuff, you then entice them in to buy paid stuff at the low ticket, the mid ticket, and the high ticket. And the value goes up with the amount of money that it costs your audience. So that is the value ladder that we're going to try and put in place before the week is out for your own business. And then the back end of your product should be high ticket. Now, high ticket, you know, in theory starts at about $1,000 and goes up to all the way to maybe $100,000. I know that there are people like Dean Graziosi that's got $100,000 inner circle mastermind group that actually Russell Brunson attends, and a few of the other big marketers. And yeah, that's 100,000 high ticket. So if you are able to put that in place, then please do. But typically, I think the low ticket offers are the likes of your $5 to $10. It could be $2 or $3, but you know, you need to sell thousands of them to make money from it. So the low ticket are typically the kind of $5 to $47. The mid ticket are the $200, $300, $500, and then, like I've just mentioned, the high ticket are up to the 100,000 from maybe $2,000 to $3,000. Okay, so dream customer. You may have gone through this exercise already, I don't know, but who's your perfect customer? Who is it that you're looking to attract to your business. So my niece has a beautician. She's a health and fitness, not health and fitness, but health and beauty beautician. And so I'm not her ideal customer. You know, my brother does go to her because he's got some gammy feet. Sorry, Jonathan, if you watch this, but yeah, he goes to her and gets his feet all manicured and pedicured and all of that kind of stuff. But I am not her perfect customer because I don't do all of that. I do all my own manscaping. But who is your perfect customer? Now, what you're going to get as part of today's homework is this customer persona template, and we are going to go through it and work through that for your own specific customer set. What you've got to look at is how you can help these people. What are their pain points, their challenges, and their struggles? You need to invoke emotions or evoke emotions with them to say, what have you got? And how can you help, how can you help them with what you've got? You're moving them from a point of pain and the challenge to the pleasure of your solution. And that is how you move your customer from somebody that's cold traffic and doesn't know very much about you to being a loyal, raging fan, like we said right at the start. Okay, what's a customer persona? I'm not going to read all of this out because you're going to be sent the template as well. Has anybody drop me a comment if you've already done your customer persona and you know your avatar, you know the type of people that you're searching for. Drop a comment and let me know if you've done this exercise already, because it will make the homework way easier for you. I'm not going to read it all like I've just said, but it's a fictional character and they're known as avatars as well. And to understand these will give you everything that you need. You may have 1 or 2 avatars, or you may have 10 or 15. I'd suggest for now just focus on 5 or fewer avatars so that you can really hone it in. We're also going to look at the negative personas as well. Who are those pain in the ass customers that you really do not want to be in business with? Who are they? And they're not a really good bet to have them as customers, because you spend so much time and energy with those type of people. Hey Devon, welcome. You've made it. We're halfway through, but that's not a problem because you'll be able to watch the catch up at a later date anyway. So welcome. Drop me some comments and hearts, loves, likes in the box there down below, and let me know if there are any questions as we're going through. So how to use this template with your marketing campaign, and this template, you're going to be able to really target your audience and those potential customers and getting the right messages out there to them. And like I've already mentioned, those pitter clients, you really want those negative personas so that you can exclude them. You really want to, extract all of the really hard work customers and get them out of the way. Okay, so don't just use the template for new customers, use it with existing customers, because you might be expending a lot of energy on these people that you've got in your business already, but they're not the best fit. You need to somehow offload those customers and move them on. Okay, so the first 3 questions you need to go through is the who. Section 1 is the who. So who's the background? What's the background of the person? The demographics of them, and then the identifiers of them. What are their personality traits? What are they like? Are they a motivated individual? Are they cold? Are they kind of standoffish? Think about all of those things in the who. Where are they? So where do they hang out? What are the traditional places they go to? What are the stores, the towns that they visit, or the communities that they hang out in as well? What are the online places? Is it forums? Is it websites, groups, email subscriptions that they are all subscribed to? And what's the preferred medium that they use? Question 6 you need to be asking is, what is their preferred medium? Because some people like to talk. I don't. Would you believe I don't actually like talking much? When I get on a rant, I do, but typically I prefer watching videos or written words. So that is how you've got to address them. If their preferred medium is podcasts, then make a podcast series. So work out your dream client's preferred medium. What are their goals and aspirations? What are they looking to change from their current position? Yes, Nikos, I will be sending you this template, so not a problem whatsoever. The goals and aspirations for these people and where they're looking to change that from the norm. They're at point A, they want to get to point B. Look at their goals and help them with those goals. Number 8, what are their challenges and pain points? What are they struggling with? And we said early on that they are going to have challenges, and you've got to find where that gap is and fill that gap. Question number 9, where's the opportunity for us? Because if you can't fill that void, if you don't have an opportunity with that customer, they're not the right fit for you. So you've got to work out how you can help and lean in and note down what you can do to help them. And look, here's my first mistake. This is question 7, 8, and 9 again, but it's not. It's 9, 10, 11, 12. Not to worry, I can update that. Section 4 is the why. So why? What have they said? Real quotes. Have they told you their problems? Have they spoken to you and told you everything? Put down the real quotes that they may have said to you in person or in messages or wherever. They may have just met you online and you just may have been talking in online speak. So the reasons that they need you, give them the benefits of your product and service to overcome their objections. Because if you give them all the techno babble and the gizmos and gadgets and things, if it's software as a service that you sell them, if you just bamboozle them with words, they're not going to be interested. They care about the benefit that they're going to receive from whatever it is that you've got. Okay, the final one here, 10, 11, 12 is not, it's 13, 14, 15, but your ad and the marketing. So we might touch on paid advertising this week, but I'm mainly going to be looking at organic. We will touch on paid, but how do you grab their attention? Their wants, you tell them a story, and then you make them an offer. So you've got to grab their attention and then turn that into an offer with either your marketing or your posts, your social media, your email marketing, however that may be. So section 5 is the how. And then you need an elevator pitch. How do you build the rapport with them over time and then manage to sell them something at the end of it? So that's called the elevator pitch. And then closing is obviously getting them over the line to make the purchase of whatever it is that you're offering. So that's the customer persona. I think now we are going to go through a quick example. Let me just check the time. It is 1:45. We're right on schedule, I think. Are there any questions at this point? I know, Nikos, you said you'd like the template and the whole lesson. I will send this out. If I've got your email, I will be sending it out to you. So that is no problem whatsoever. Whew. I don't know about you, but I'm absolutely knackered. I'm really pumped up, but this is tiring. Just talking for this long, non-stop. I prefer much more interaction. So that's why I'm looking down the comments there and loving what you're putting. Give me some love and some likes and some hearts, guys, and show me the love. And I will crack on into the worked example. Chris from Cleveland is my customer persona, and we're going to go into that. So any questions to date yet? Yes, the videos will be back online or remain online for the whole week. So if you do need to rewatch anything, please do. I mentioned right at the start, for those that weren't on the call right at the start, I mentioned about a speed controller for the videos in Facebook, so you can speed it up. So you don't have to watch it at normal speed. I know I'm talking quickly, so it might be quite difficult to watch at 1.5 speed, but if you're pushed for time and you want to rewatch these, watch them on 1.5 speed. So I'll just exit out of full screen a second, and we will go into Chris from Cleveland. So this is the template that I'm going to send out to you. And it'll give you the details of what is a customer persona, how to use this template, and all of the things that we said. Let me go back and go into presenter mode. Nicole, it's exactly what you've been struggling with, the conversion after getting the interest. Yes, 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 that's majority of people's challenge, because I don't know about other countries, it doesn't seem to be the case for the US of A, but in Britain, we're very standoffish. We don't want to step over the line and piss people off and upset people by, by making that sale. But the way I look at it is, if I'm giving enough value, they're going to bite my hand off, and that's your sales pitch. You just have to present them with a solution to their challenges in such a way that they like you enough to be able to buy from you. So you don't need to be salesy. Okay, so here we go. Chris from Cleveland. I've filled this out and it won't take long to go through, but I just wanted to give you an example of exactly what I've put in there for my own avatars. Okay, so what's the background of Chris from Cleveland? He owns a side hustle in affiliate marketing, and he's got a job 9 till 6. He doesn't only work 9 till 6 because he gets there early. He's got a 30-minute commute in the morning and he finishes at 6, but generally at 6:15 by the time he's left the office, and then he's home by 7-ish. So that is a really long day. He's pushed for time. He's now looking to make this affiliate marketing his side hustle, but wanted to overtake his daytime job so that he can then give it up. He's been online for 2 years, so that's the background to Chris from Cleveland. He's male, he's 38, his salary is $55,000 a year. He's a sports fan, which is where I resonate with him because I'm a massive sports fan myself. Find touch points that you can resonate with these people. He loves reading, he loves his family, he hates scammers. There are so many online, and this is what he really detests. And he doesn't have spare cash for holidays. So this is the problem, one of the challenges, which is why he's now looking at the side hustle. Okay, so he's happy-go-lucky. What's his demeanor? He's really good with people, and he's not so good with tech. So he's not as IT literate and savvy as maybe other people are, but he's really great with people. So think about that when you're thinking about your own customers, because if they aren't technical, you are going to have to help them with maybe technical side of things if they're going into the online space. If they're a traditional business and they're not used to online marketing, they will be fearful. They will be afraid. It's funny because I stayed at a B&B for race week because I rent my house out for race week. And at the B&B, they were telling me about how they just advertised on Airbnb and didn't know what they were doing. And so part of my online business now is as a digital agency to help these kind of people. And I just gave them a free 3-page report just on Airbnb and how they could make it work for them a lot more efficiently and get more customers through the door and where to put all of their stuff. These were older people that were like 60s. And so they had no clue with IT. And it was funny because the lady was putting their glasses on and going through the phone and trying to show me stuff. And I was like, oh my God, they need so much help. And it wasn't that I saw pound signs, but I just thought this could be potentially a paying customer. They were wealthy people, so they would appreciate if I took all of that tech off them and solved that challenge for them. So yes, anyway, back to Chris. He's happy-go-lucky, he's good with people, not so good with tech. He's very honest and he's got such a warm personality and he's really motivated. And these are the type of customers that I want. You don't want someone that you're gonna have to push. You don't want someone that isn't motivated and a self-starter. So think about these things when you are sorting your own avatars. I need to speed up now because we've got 10 minutes left. Traditional places, where does he hang out? He goes to local network meetings, church sometimes, not very often because he's not overly religious, but he shops online mainly and he's got a good social network of friends and family, supports local initiatives such as the food shelter for the poor. So he's a really, really community type of person, which is great. His main platforms are Facebook and Instagram. He hangs out in business groups, MLM and coaching. He follows influencers like Dean Graziosi, Tony Robbins, and he's hanging out in too many places, actually. He's too thinly spread. He's getting a lot of shiny object syndrome. We need to, when he becomes my customer, hone him in on just 1 or 2 things to focus on. He likes football, which is American. Obviously, it's called soccer, but in the UK, football and the rest of Europe. And that is another touch point for me where I resonate with him. And he's on the forum for the team as well, for the soccer team that he supports. So that's where he's hanging out online. That is more clues for you to be able to target these people. The preferred medium, he doesn't like recording video. I don't mind this. I don't know if I come across very well. You know, let me know in the comments if I'm coming across well or whether I'm speaking too quickly. I think it's the kind of it's the excitement more than anything and the time, because I know I've got so much to pack into this. But he doesn't like recording video. I like video, but he prefers talking directly to people. Now, in the online space, that's quite difficult unless you do a video call on WhatsApp, Skype, or in Messenger, those kind of things. So Chris from Cleveland, well, let's go back. Chris from Cleveland would prefer those one-to-one type of conversations. So work out what their medium is, like we've said. If they're creative person that likes to write or draw or doodle, then work out that they would probably use blogs and emails more than video. But if they can use all of the mediums, then you've got a better chance of resonating with them and helping them for each of those. Okay, let's go quicker. So his aspirations, his goals, he wants to cover 2,000 every month, which will cover nice holidays. He wants to ease the finances at home as well. He wants more of a passive lifestyle. So he's got this 9 to 5 job. Well, it's 8 till 6 actually, but he wants to bring that down, that time frame down, and focus more on his online business. Hey, Mike, welcome. And he wants to focus in on the affiliate business and then maybe make his own products as well. And we are going to help him set up the framework to help other people with their affiliate offers and teaching Chris from Cleveland how to make those offers himself. And he will then build that $2,000 a month revenue with your help. They're his goals and his aspirations. Okay, what are his challenges and his pain points? Getting quality leads and building out his lead magnets to grab the attention, converting friends. We've all got those friends. You know, I've been adding friends automatically on Facebook, which is part of the automation that I've put in place. And I've been doing that, but there's no engagement. So I'm giving them 3 to 4 weeks. And if there's zero engagement, I'm using another tool to get rid of them. That's a horrible phrase, but to unfriend them because they are hurting my engagement on Facebook. So he wants to convert these friends into buyers, but he's got the time constraints of having the full-time job and he's got family at home as well. And so time is tight. I don't know if anybody can resonate with this. You know, I know, Nicole, I struggle in remembering things so clearly when live. It's not a problem. Like I've said, go back and rewatch in slower time and you'll get the presentation as well. And I'm happy to talk through any of the stuff because I know it's fast moving anyway. Okay, so these friends aren't real close friends. We are talking about the friends that you are adding onto Facebook. You've got up to 5,000 on Facebook. You've got hundreds of thousands that you can have in Instagram and all of the other social media platforms, and your email list could be thousands of people. So that's what we're talking about here. You need to, address their challenges and pain points. Okay, what's the opportunity for us? My traffic and leads group, the Business Growth Hub, will give him the strategies and the ideas that he needs. I've got coaching programs. I've got lots of documentation behind the scenes that I can package up to help Chris from Cleveland. I've got a whole network of people now. One's just jumped on the call. I don't know if he's still on, but Mike Milt is in the house. He is an amazing designer. So Mike, if you're there, give me some love, man, and drop me a comment and let me know that you're still there watching because I've just put your name in this presentation. So Mike's a designer. He does some amazing stuff. He's working with some big guns now, some really big marketers online. I work with funnel builders and they can build funnels out for me. I've done it all myself at the moment because I want to learn it. I don't feel I can teach it until I've learned it myself, and then I will be able to outsource it. So building that funnel and that value ladder that we talked about earlier on. Content creators. I know people that can create the content for me, and I've got some really good tools now that means I'm really automating a lot of the things. Okay, quickly. We've got 5 minutes left. Real quotes. Okay, he said there aren't enough hours in the day and so many affiliate offers. I've already mentioned he's got shiny object syndrome. He's here, there, and everywhere. He needs to just stay in his own lane. And they tried to hire a virtual assistant and they were terrible. And it actually made more work for Chris rather than the VA taking it off their hands. So that's some of the real quotes and challenges that they've come up with. What might Chris say to me? He's already committed in way too many things and doesn't have time for this, too busy. They don't think the funnel's right for their business and e-com is the way to go, and lots of other objections. Note them all down in this template. And they know, Chris says he knows all of this information already that I'm going to teach him, but he's just got to implement it. How many people do you hear that from? That they say that they know what they've got to do, they just need to implement it. You know, we've all said it ourselves as well. Let me know in the comments if you've said this, because I want to know if you are making excuses and you've had objections yourself in the past. Let me know in the comments. And I know it's difficult to admit to this kind of stuff, but I really want to know if you've made excuses when someone has tried to pitch to you as well, whatever that is. Okay, the reasons that they need you, give them the benefits. You are going to, or me, if it's Chris from Cleveland, I'm going to help him save time and money. He can model my program, eliminate all the distractions, and have me as an accountability partner. I will be able to keep him accountable on a daily, weekly, monthly basis so that he stays in his lane and get total clarity on the strategy of what he wants to achieve. Don't keep going tactically here, there, and everywhere. Focus strategically. No, bloody sucks to admit. Come on, Nicole, you can admit it. We're all amongst friends here. Just admit it. We've all done it. Don't worry, you're not the only person. Okay, so what are the objections and the reasons that they need you? You can build killer funnels for them in less than 1 hour. If they're non-technical, as Chris isn't, I would be able to build a funnel really quickly and efficiently for him. And I could do that. So I am able to help Chris find unlimited traffic and leads organically and be able to create killer content. The ads, the marketing. Be the hunted and not the hunter. You are the hunters at the moment. I'm a hunter because I'm going out there and I'm trying desperately to find the right kind of customer. You want them to come and find you. Be the hunted. The traffic will come to you if you get enough stuff out there, and it's so much value that people want to take you up on your offers. So every day now I'm getting 550 to 100 new leads, and I can't keep up, which is why I've started automating things. I've got some software in place that actually weeds people out. If they send me a friend request on Facebook or whatever other platform, I can automate it such that I ask them questions. If they don't answer those questions, they're removed and I don't add them on as friends. I don't need people that aren't going to be engaged. And if they can't even answer 1 or 2 questions from my friend request invite, then I don't want them as friends. Okay, so previously I'd be scratching around, but let me show you the blueprint. This is the purpose of this course. This is the blueprint that I'm going to be able to show you how to get this kind of attention and be the hunted, because you'll find that people will come and search for you. How's this week been? This is my elevator pitch. I want to know at the end of the week how it's been for you, what you've learned, what's new, what you already knew, and let me check back in with you. I will say to Chris from Cleveland, once I've helped him through this course, how can I help you in future? Let me check back in a week. Let me see if things are getting easier for you and how I can help you. And then the offer stack. Okay, and then to close, like we've already mentioned, you reiterate the offer stack and the benefits that they're going to get, not the features. They don't need to know what an iPhone 11 can do, all of those gizmo gadget things, they just need to know the benefits of how it will make their life better, and not the technobabble. Play with scarcity, not fake scarcity though. Make sure that if you make an offer for $295 or £295, that it is a discounted offer for a set period of time, and then it goes back to a regular price. Don't do fake scarcity. And if you can give a money back guarantee, that makes sure that people are able to get in with zero risk to them. And if your stuff is good enough, then clearly they will want it. Wow. Let me just exit that. That is that one done. We're finished. Any questions? I know I've rattled through it really quickly. I may even overrun a couple of minutes, but I'll get through this now as fast as I can. Let's look at the homework. Whew, I am tired. Is everybody else still with me? Everybody awake? Drop me some likes, some love, some hearts, and let me know that you're still there. Any comments to date? Anything that isn't so clear, because you are now going into the homework. We are running over by a minute, but hopefully I can get through this now very quickly. Think about your own course, how you can model this. You may have already ideas of what you want to do. What you need to do is just make sure this is your homework. How can you model this free course approach? You're going to create a course that will be 4 or 5 days long. It doesn't have to be 5 days, but it just depends on how much content you've got out there. Think about how you can model this for yourself. Create 4 short videos such that you can put it out for free in front of your audience and teach them something. Show them that their pains can be addressed with what you have to offer at the back end. Remember the value ladder. fill in, you'll be sent the customer persona template, or I'll put it in the group actually, and you'll be sent that so that you can then model it for your own dream customer. Go through your own customer persona and go through it with them in mind. Think of them like a real person, because you are a real person. You're somebody's customer persona. You know, when somebody comes to pitch to you, you are fitting the bill for what exactly they need in their own customer base. So fill in the template for your own dream customer. Comment in the homework unit, and that's in unit 8 in the Business Growth Hub Facebook group. That's a mouthful to say at the moment. And comment in there and send in the persona document to me in a message or in an email, whichever suits. But let me know when you filled it in, that is the homework. And what is your top takeaway from day one? Let me know has there been a light bulb moment? Has there been anything where you thought, oh my God, that works for me. That really does work. Okay, so I think that is it. Remember, let me stop sharing the screen and you can come back to my face. Am I there? Okay, so do the homework and you'll be entered into the competition. There are first, second prizes, which are amazing. I have to say myself, I'm really excited about the prizes because I know how much they're worth. And I know what they will give to whoever wins them. But to get those prizes, you need to do the homework within 24 hours. Before we start next lesson tomorrow at 7 p.m, I want that customer persona back. I want you to comment in the in Unit 8, in the unit there, in the post there, of how you found today. Let me know how you found it, and any other questions that you might have, just drop me a message or let me know. I'm sorry, I've overrun by 2 minutes. I did not think I would be able to talk for that long. I thought I was going to struggle with an hour, but I really hope you've enjoyed it. Go back and rewatch if you want. If you haven't got the speed controller Chrome extension, video speed controller, I'll drop you a link to it if you need it, but you can then go back and watch it on 1.5 speed and see me really talk quickly. If you thought this was quickly, that is so quick. I'll leave it there. Thank you so much for dialing in, and I'm so excited for this week ahead, and I really hope you are too. Let me know if there is anything, but do the homework, and then you'll be entered into the competition. And I'll make the draw on Thursday, I think, ahead of Friday, and then the final day, or maybe early on Friday. Let me know, and I'll catch up really soon. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of your evening. The videos will be up until the end of the week, so rewatch if you need to. Take care, and thank you so much. Thanks, Nicole. Thank you, Nikos. Thank you, Charlie, and everybody else that dialed in. If you're on the replay, give me a hashtag replay and let me know that it all makes sense. I'll catch up really soon. I'm going to go and have a quick rest and a drink now. Take care.